So whoever wins out of that is going to be playing the winner of this set. Let's get right into it as the Diddy does come out to fight JayGrunt.
Yeah. So it's definitely a good pick right here for Rivers to play Diddy, especially because Haggle Pump is going to be a key factor against a character like Chrome. You know, off stage, if you get him off stage, you got pretty good options to just manipulate and destroy Chrome. But in this case, Diddy, a lot more of a fast-paced character, can go up, can go down, jump. On grounded, it doesn't even matter. This character is just going to throw stuff and make it work in his favor. As you're seeing right now, already 70% racked up on Rivers' favor, and just shows no sign of stopping. And one thing we're going to keep in mind, movement. I mean, Greninja's really fast, but the way that Rivers moves with this Diddy, I mean, it's really hard to keep up.
Not only that, I am glad you brought up the movement, because one thing that we've already seen so far into Game 1, all of Greninja's speed means nothing if there's a banana coming right at Greninja or if it's already in the way. Banana is going to put a huge toll on the amount of space that JayGrunt's going to be able to navigate safely, because Greninja committing to getting into the air is very punishable for Diddy, given how strong his buttons are for approaching in the air, and in general just keeping any opponent in check. So keeping control of banana is going to actually be really important for Rivers, just as much as JayGrunt denying that banana is important for himself. He's got to be careful about running in. Diving right into the up smash is going to give Rivers first stock.
You know, the thing with JayGrunt is that he has a pretty good playstyle. I mean, when it comes to Greninja, he's very passive, and I mean, as that dash attack into up smash, we'll see the stock. But as I was saying, I mean, this is going to be more of a reactive kind of match. You really want to be reactive against your opponent. You really want to know exactly where your opponent's going to land with whatever moves you throw out, and you don't want to throw out something too unsafe to the point where something like that could probably happen. Not going to steal the stock yet. Yeah, recovery's going to save you there. But yeah, as you see, all of Rivers' options, I mean, not only are they just muscle memory, it's just reaction based. He knows exactly what to do, when to throw it out, and whenever JayGrunt just throws anything out, Rivers is ready to counter in case if he's holding shield, or even if he gets hit, he knows where to go, where to be, so he doesn't get punished too hard. And you see it paying off right now. I mean, already 111% done on JayGrunt.
One thing that I'm concerned about for JayGrunt is figuring out where he's going to be able to put himself before he starts pressing buttons. Once the buttons get pressed, he has a good idea of what he's doing, but positioning is pivotal to fighting any type of Diddy, let alone Rivers. And right there we're seeing just one mishap at the ledge ends up coming out to JayGrunt exploding.
Yeah.
I feel like taking advantage of Greninja's speed to force in an approach is going to be really important. But more important is if he can keep himself in control of those plats, if he can keep himself in control of center stage. Because yeah, Rivers is just going to dominate the ledge. Not only does Greninja not have the greatest of tools for ledge trapping, but Diddy has so many tools for ledge trapping in his own right and causing reversals at the ledge. So if he can keep base plat and those platforms, just so he can, I'm not saying circle camp, but like, just have space to run away where it's necessary, I think that little bit of breathing room will go a long way for JayGrunt.
Yeah. I mean, right now, JayGrunt's playing pretty well. I mean, he's maintaining center stage. He's making sure the stage is in his favor, trying to make Rivers play his game. But it seems like Rivers, I mean, I feel like there's just, you never know what to expect from Rivers. He's ready to throw out whatever, whenever. Even if he doesn't get a hit, it's just, as you see right there, he's just throwing outside. He's not really to hit JayGrunt. It's more of just, I need to start getting coverage. I need to start getting on stage. I'm making him play my game. I know he wants to hit me, but if I don't let him hit me and I make him chase me, I can probably get something off of it, as I see right now. 95% already racked up in his final stock, and yet to seal this last stock, and I mean the second stock on Diddy, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, very good DI. No, why'd you do it? Oh.
Unfortunate right there.
Nah, he came down so aggressively.
Yeah.
I think it was falling up here. That may have been a misinput, because I don't expect JayGrunt to try and go for a kill steal like that in such a weird way. Regardless, game one's going to go into Rivers' favor.
Yeah, it wasn't really bad play from JayGrunt. I mean, he played it pretty good. I mean, keeping center stage and just making sure that Rivers was in the air for most of the match was a pretty good way to go about it. It's just more of, you really need to start catching him. Just don't let him continuously monkey flip past you the whole time. You really got to start catching him, whether it's nair, whether it's fair, back air, your fastest aerial option. Use anything to your advantage to just take control of the stage, not just stay grounded the whole time, as he was doing for most of the match.
See, the problem is that Greninja doesn't really dominate air control like that, and committing to any of those buttons gives Rivers enough time to peel on back, get his banana peel, and then come right back in with even more resources that will just outright outrange Greninja, if not outspeed him. Diddy is perfect for just being able to limit the amount of options that a character, and a player specifically, has one by one by one. And the return to PS2, I think, is ill-advised, because even though Greninja can control the stage very well, Rivers is, I think, pretty confidently in the previous game that Greninja is just not given enough time to really cement stage control.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing right now, I mean, Rivers loves to play at the ledge, just find the openings that he wants, just pull out the banana peel, as you mentioned before. I mean, the banana peel is basically almost like 80% of Diddy's gameplay, really. So whenever the banana peel is out, you really just want to take advantage. You want to hold on to it or just get it out of the way as much as you can. Just make sure that, you know, Diddy does not have the setups that he wants. But the more you just let him play at the ledge like that, the more chances you're giving him to pull out the banana peel and let him play his game. But I like what JayGrunt's doing now. He's really just holding on to banana peel now. Just trying to force Rivers to have to get in some other approach.
Like, I don't like to minimize matchups down to like one or two tools, but it really does come down to like how much Banana is denying Greninja. Like, JayGrunt can't really comfortably move on the ground, so he's forced into the air, and if he dare presses a button, Diddy's got faster and longer buttons. So it's a real catch-22, and I do feel like JayGrunt is actually like he's picking good times to go in when he's going in. And the beginning to this game too, I feel, was a really smart one. You saw how often he was taking the banana and just Z-dropping aerial or using Shuriken, that way he didn't have to commit to a button that would be effective. And right there was a great catch. Like, when he's allowed to play the game, JayGrunt knows what he needs to do. He has such a strong control over Greninja, despite the character being very swift and unwieldy. Like, he shows very fine control over his tools when Rivers gives him the ability to play the game.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what it's all about, just making the opponent play your game. And now you're seeing sort of kind of pay off. That Shadow Sneak was not really an advised kind of attack to go for. I mean, I saw the attempt and it was respectable, but it wasn't really the best option to go for there. So those are the kind of things you got to keep in mind. You really have to know your character. This is where it really matters, especially against a player like Rivers who really studies and really plays his characters to the fullest potential possible. I mean, you really want to make sure it's knowledge against knowledge in the case. And that's enough. I mean, that was a good call out right there from JayGrunt.
Just top shelf decision making from JayGrunt. I feel like matchup wise, things just don't look particularly good on paper here. But I do feel like JayGrunt is just trying like what he can to keep Rivers from controlling things as effectively as he did in Game 1. Like, we're seeing far less banana, and that's showing Rivers struggling a lot more. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah, when you take away one of the biggest assets of a character, especially in banana, I mean, that doesn't go to show you're really showing giving them their kryptonite right there just by not letting them play the game that they want. That side B won't steal stock yet, but off stage, and now banana back in play. What is the play right here for Rivers? I mean, up tilt. Yeah, sure, why not?
The banana was placed perfectly, and Greninja can't afford to jump from the ledge like that. Even if that back air didn't land, Greninja just fell literally into Diddy Kong's hands with up tilt killing. Like, it's unfortunate that a character as good as Greninja can just be trivialized by just a few set of tools, but those tools are used really good by Rivers, so that's what it ends up boiling down to.
Yeah, Rivers finally holding his own right now, and you're seeing it pay off. I mean, dash attack, and now he's finding whatever openings he can. He's not going to the ledge now to take out the banana. He's just doing it whenever he knows that he has the space in his favor to just pull it out, be able to grab it, and then just play the mind games. Because that's what it's all about with Diddy. You're playing mind games with your opponent. When am I going to throw it out? Am I going to throw it out now, or am I going to throw it out after this? When am I going to make you trip, or am I going to make you just do an unsafe attack so I can punish you? I mean, that's what it's all about. Nice snipe right there with the banana peel. But F smash, you're not going to feel it. But even percents, both characters are sitting at kill percent. And now JayGrunt with the stage control. Can it go in his favor? Oh, I like the attempt there.
Yeah, no, if he got that banana into forward smash, I think even from out deep he would have threatened to kill. Given that Diddy Kong is kind of late.
Yeah. Oh, a rock.
He's wild for it. He's wild for it.
Both going nuts right now. They really just want to steal the stock and end this game. Rivers especially just wants to end it. Definitely doesn't want to make JayGrunt take this game right now. Right now, both these players don't want to approach. But one of them is going to have to make the movement soon, and it's not going to be JayGrunt. Oh, well, probably now because he has a banana in his favor. No, never mind.
Yeah, no, while JayGrunt hasn't been using Banana exceptionally well, he has been like taking it away from Limberts, and I feel like that has enough merit in its own right. Forward throw from center stage shouldn't do it, but it is putting JayGrunt in a dangerous position at 164. Really solid stall at the ledge, but the back air manages to get him, and just like that, Rivers is going to take it 2-0 over JayGrunt and advance into losers semifinals.
I really thought that that grabbing the ledge almost just prevented the angel drop from happening, but it seems like it didn't even matter because Rivers was ready, and that's what I meant before when I in the start of the set. I mean, it's all reaction based. If you know that one thing is not going to work in your favor, as it did right there, I mean, just throw out something that you know will hit. And he kind of forced JayGrunt there to jump, put him in a bad spot, and the back air was just ready and enough to seal the stock. That up tilt really does surprise me, how strong it is.
One thing that does need to be said, though, is just how well JayGrunt adapted between games 1 and 2. Game 1 looked like just textbook Diddy Kong wins matchup.
Yep.
But JayGrunt adapted so well and so quickly that there really was tension throughout all of Game 2 on whether or not one of them was going to take it over the other. Like, James just barely won out in that Game 2, and I feel it really is because JayGrunt recognized where he was losing out, what James was using in order to really take it above him, and just took that away from him. And that's huge. That's a great mark of a player.
Yeah.
And so, while that might be it for JayGrunt for tonight, I do hope to see more of him in the future.